Rates down, sales down, prices down. I was thinking of a tagline for this video and I thought of Cool, Cool Summer, like the 1983 hit song by British pop group Bananarama. The market is cooler, June was cold and wet. It seemed to fit. It turns out the song is actually Cruel, Cruel Summer, but given new changes to the federal capital gains inclusion rate and new rules surrounding the Provincial Residential Tenancy Act, it still fits. We'll get into that in a bit, but first, let's talk stats. The Fraser Valley Real Estate Board recorded 1,317 sales in June, down by 13% over last month and by more than 30% over both last year and the 10-year seasonal average. While sales remain soft, inventory continued to build for the sixth straight month to 8,350 active listings. Active listings increased 41% over June of 2023 and are the highest they've been in 5 years. New listings dropped in June, down 9% from May to 3,418, with a sales to active listing ratio of 16% overall. Market conditions are balanced, trending to buyers depending on the location. The market is considered balanced when the ratio is between 12% and 20%, according to board stats. My stats are a little bit different, but we can get into that later. Overall benchmark prices in the Fraser Valley remained relatively flat in June, with the composite benchmark price down 0.5% from May and down 3.2% from June of 2023. Across the Fraser Valley in June, the average number of days to sell a single-family detached home was 22 days, while a townhome was 20 and condos took on average 30 days to sell. Looking at benchmark price activity, single-family detached fell to $1,528,900. That's a 0.1% decrease compared to May of 2024 and an increase of 0.5% compared to June of last year. Townhomes fell to $851,100, decreasing 0.3% compared to May of 2024. That's up 0.8% compared to June of 2023. Apartments fell to $551,100, decreasing 0.7% compared to last month, and an increase of 0.4% compared to June of 2023. I mentioned in my previous market update that I expect the market to continue to cool through the summer, and we're starting to see that play out. Homes are still selling, don't get me wrong, but as inventory continues to build, buyers will have more and more options, meaning sellers will need to be even sharper on their pricing. As always, the A properties are moving within about a week, but we aren't seeing as many competing bids, just proactive buyers snatching them up for at or near list price. So the quarter point rate drop we saw last month didn't have much of an impact at all. We have another rate announcement scheduled for July 24th, and many have been hopeful the Bank of Canada will continue their cuts. If you want to dive deeper into these stats, check out the market area section at jkre.ca and don't hesitate to reach out with questions specific to your market. Bond yields fell after the last cut, but strong economic data has pushed them back up and pushed expectations for the next cut into the fall. There are also some concerns that the previous cut was premature as inflation rose shortly thereafter. In other news, the federal government has changed the capital gains inclusion rate from 50% on individuals earning more than $250,000 in profit per year to a whopping 66%. If you're claiming capital gains as a corporation, it's 66% regardless of the amount. The claim being that this will only affect 0.13% of Canadians, but we know that's not true. This will have a chilling effect on investment and entrepreneurship in the country. Additionally, the BC provincial government recently announced changes to the Residential Tenancy Act. Among the many new rules are requirements for landlords to use a new portal to submit eviction notices to tenants, and they've extended the timeline for an owner to take personal possession of their property from 2 months to 4 months. To be clear, notice needs to be submitted on or before the first of the month, meaning it'll now take an average of 4.5 months in order to use a property you own for personal use. Effective July 18th, the balance of power between landlords and tenants again tips towards tenants, further complicating and disincentivizing real estate as an investment class in British Columbia. This will also make disposing of investment property more challenging, inevitably reducing choice in the marketplace. Check in next month to learn whatever new rule, tax, or scheme gets imposed on us without our consultation or input. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Should the Bank of Canada have made the rate cut that they did, or was it premature? Are the changes to capital gains in the Residential Tenancy Act truly in the name of fairness, or are they knee-jerk reactions by governments that have continuously dropped the ball? Let me know. And as always, if you have any questions regarding Fraser Valley real estate, whether that's buying, selling, or investing, give me a call. Thanks.